Oh, my bad.
It looks like ice cream.
What kind of ice cream are you?
The Superman ice cream, the one that has like all the colors.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey guys, this is Miss Momo, and I just want to reflect about this week. This has been a short week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, there is no school. It's a PD day for teachers who do not already have their PD credits. And I always have my PD credits just for this reason, because I never want to have to go to work when I don't have to. I just want to show you what I did this week. We had only 4 days, so I felt like I had to make every day count. So what I did with my physics kids, they were talking about energy inside of Earth, right? The Earth layers, specifically the mantle and convection currents for all you science people. So we did a model, and I'm going to show you clips of what we did. And they did a lab for 3 days. So the very first day was just a review of middle school concepts, the layers of Earth. That was Monday. And then Tuesday, they did a lab. That was fun for them. And that was a good day because it was a simple lab, simple activity. You really didn't need a lot of materials except for a clear tub. They used a pipette, red food dye, and it was heated. Tuesday was very simple, and that just kind of got them used to the activity that they were going to be doing for the rest of the week. And it was just a reminder of how to use a graduated cylinder to measure a specific amount of liquid, and they had to practice using the pipette so that they can get the desired amount of food coloring and not squirt when they only needed 3 drops. On Wednesday, they added blue ice to the mix. So now you have the hot liquid that was dyed red, and then they added to the mix a blue ice cube so they could see the convection currents. And on the 3rd day, they added just one more component to their model, and that was yellow food dye with salt. So it was a specific amount of water. They had to add yellow food dye to the regular water. Like, it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot, it was just room temperature. And then they added salt to it, and they could see the interaction. So that was a pretty good week. The kids enjoyed it. Now my biology kids, it was a good week because they did their first dissection in class. So we started talking about the brain. On Monday, we just did an overview. On the 2nd day, we talked about the structure of the brain. And then on Wednesday, they actually dissected a sheep's brain. And the purpose of that is to compare the sheep's brain to other mammals. And then today, which is Thursday, they actually tried to diagnose a condition. So it's called Tony's brain activity. They learned about Tony, they learned his symptoms, they were in groups, and they had to kind of figure out what they thought was wrong with Tony, and they were given some additional information, and they had to go back to see if they would make adjustments to their diagnosis of Tony. And then finally they were giving the doctor's report, and they had to compare to see how well that they did. I'm gonna say it was like 30-70 were way off base, but 30% actually they did pretty well. They guessed Tony's diagnosis, which was fun. I'm glad it's over. I have 5 days off for fall break. The kids have 5 days off for fall break. I don't have 5 days off. Teachers never have the entire time unless it's like Christmas break. But anyway, I am taking Friday off, and I am taking Monday off. I will be back to school for parent-teacher conferences, and the kids will be back on Wednesday.
What's the difference?
What's this supposed to be, the mantle? Oh, my bad.
It looks like ice cream.
What kind of ice cream are you?
The Superman ice cream, the one that has like all the colors.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey guys, today has been a long day because I had a few incidences happen. Here I go. I have a class coming in a couple of minutes and I have to set up for them. My bio class, they will be dissecting a sheep brain. So I'm in the storage closet. I'm getting the sheep brain. These are really old, and this is my third class doing it. And before me, I had another science teacher use them. So these brains are really beat up. Most of them are already sectioned. They look really dry, but this is all we have. So, dropping stuff. Go ahead, grab these. Well, that's it, you guys. That was my 4-day week. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below, unless there's something else. Until next time.